In this video, we're going to explore the ins and outs of typography in Framer. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on text and we're going to create a rectangle in which the text element is going to be contained. So I'm going to write this is a text element. And as you can see, the moment that we go on the right side, there's going to be this text section which is going to contain all of the text related options. So starting from the first one, you're going to see styles, and styles are going to be really useful in order to create design systems and have a level of consistency throughout the design project. So when it comes to websites, you should be familiar already with the concept of headings, such as heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, all the way to 6, paragraphs, and other common text styles that you can use throughout the project. And this is exactly where the text styles come in handy, because they enable you to replicate these text styles and essentially establish what is going to be a heading 1, 2, and all the way to the paragraphs. So the moment I click on heading 1, you can see that now this is going to be the heading 1 style. And we can easily edit this text style by clicking on edit. And as you're going to see, you have all of the options which are available that you could see before that. Now let's pretend that we're not going to go that route, and we're simply going to have a text element which is going to be styled. Now, one interesting part about Framer is that there is this section which is content, and over here you can actually see the content of the text style. Now you can also do it the old-fashioned way, which is double-clicking on the element to change the text directly from here. But just a heads up, whenever you see maybe some elements where there is a specific styling, you can easily do it this way very easily. Now beneath that, there are the most common text related options, such as the font. Over here you can select whatever font you want, and this is going to apply automatically. You can also choose the weight if that font enables it. So for example, if I use Open Sans, I know that there are many weights available, so I can easily select different weights and apply them. And over here I can change the color very easily. I can also apply gradients to the text. So essentially this is going to enable us to create all sorts of different gradients, and you can go with the linear, you can go with the radial or the conic gradient. Now at this point I'm going to use Command Z, and you can change the size of a font by clicking on the size panel, and you can decide if you want the size to be pixels. In this case it's going to be 22 pixels, or if it's simply going to fit the width of this box. So as you can see, the moment that I resize it, it's going to fit, and this is going to be really useful in creating some responsive solutions on websites. So definitely keep this option in mind. Now on top of that, there are a few different elements, such as the letter spacing. So most commonly you can simply adjust the letter spacing. I'm simply going to go to 0. You can also go to negative values in case you want to create some specific effects. And you can also add a line, so, or actually increase the line height, since if I selected this element and I increase the line height, you can see how this is going to essentially change automatically. Now I'm going to go with the pixels again, so that you can more easily see this element at play. And yeah, for the very most part, this should be pretty straightforward. A few different things to keep in mind. Whenever you're creating a text element, you're going to see this box, which you can change the alignment to center or to the bottom of the box, and then center or right aligned. So keep this in mind if you're going with a solution within a boxed text element. So this is pretty much it when it comes to the basics of text. And again, experiment and try these elements after this video so that you can become familiar with all of the units and all of the options. And just before I wrap up the video, I want to remind you that you can change the values of the letter and also the line height to pixels and in the case of the line height to percentages, which is going to set the line height to a percentage. So experiment with these options and with the typography elements, as they're going to become second nature in no time.